So yeah, I thought I'd do another video because I'm in the mood to do another video really, and bit of a random topic, but I thought I'd do a video on why I make videos when nobody watches them, and don't really know the answer to that, to be honest, but I think like the sort of videos I make at the minute, um, and the sort of stuff I talk about, I'm actually quite glad not a lot of people watch it because these videos are very personal. Like, I talk a lot about stuff where I won't usually be comfortable talking about in public. And there's certain groups of people I'd probably rather not watch my videos, to be honest. Like for example, I currently upload these videos to the same channel I used to upload my older videos to. Like I used to do film reviews back, or just after I finished uni, and I'm not sure if a few people I go to uni with have subscribed, and I don't know, like a few like acquaintances I've known in the past, people I used to go to school with, like probably not many, but like the odd couple. Like I do wonder, I wonder if they've come across these videos, and I'm like, fucking hell, fucking hope not. And but I guess at the end of the day, you just accept it for what it is and just get on with it. Because then one of my old school teachers have somehow come across these videos, but to be honest, I don't really mind watching these videos, even though I probably sound like a massive dickhead in them, to be honest. But moving on. But I think, like, yeah, the sort of videos are like the sort of stuff I talk about. Obviously, I talk a lot about personal stuff. Like, I think really what's really motivated me to make these videos is that a lot has gone on within like the last 5 years, probably longer than that even. But I think more specifically within the 5 years since leaving uni, COVID happening, going fucking mental, going crazy because of social isolation and feeling like things are not going right in life, like the pressure really hitting hard, where it's your first experience in the real world where you got the pressure to try and get a job while COVID's happening, while you've got Asperger's, while you're socially isolated and you've lost a lot of contacts with people and a lot of connections, and you feel like the world hates you, and just a lot of stuff. It's a recipe for disaster, really. It's a recipe for your head fucking exploding, and how I just described it then, I guess it's quite clear and makes sense to how my head exploded. And it's the sort of person it's turned me into, like, where I've become very angry and bitter and moody, and it's kind of created a bit of a fucking monster at the minute with the sort of stuff I talk about, where I can have very blunt opinions, where I, I can sound quite fucking horrible with some of the stuff I talk about and the sort of some of the stuff I say, but I guess that's like a past of like trauma and anger and frustration and obstacles, just things feeling like they're going wrong in life. So that's probably what motivates me to do these sort of videos, and the sort of stuff I talk about. Obviously, it probably makes me sound like an absolute knobhead. It probably makes me sound weak, and while living in a world probably not really that long ago, where it's trendy to pick on lonely straight white males and with like the woke age and fucking where you brand people as this and that, like incel and beta weak male and all that shit. Though I don't really subscribe to that sort of stuff, you're gonna get a lot of wokies doing that, and I guess the sort of content I do is it just doesn't really help that sort of stuff. It doesn't really help myself, I guess. Where if I don't want to be involved or branded this sort of stuff, I'd probably better off not making these sort of videos and just, don't know, just do my own thing, I guess. Let the thoughts in my head build up, I guess. Because I got, like, if by chance, people from who I used to go to uni with, I've subscribed to this channel, I think more than likely they probably lean towards a lot of the woke stuff. I don't think all of them do, but I think a lot of them do. I don't think there's probably a lot of people. There's probably like two or three that I might have gone to uni with. That's probably might have come across this content, but they probably have very different political opinions to me and more left wing, where I'm more centrist, maybe slightly centre right, but I don't really think I subscribe to left or right, because I can take values from both sides, where I'm not quite right enough, but I'm definitely not left enough. You know what I mean? But that's probably a topic for another video. And I think the reason I do make these videos is that it's therapeutic. It's rather than letting the thoughts build up in my head, it's a way I can release it, I guess. Like, it's like an online sort of journal, but somehow it's public. But I make these anonymous for a reason, to because of some of the stuff I say I'm not really comfortable sharing in public. It's personal stuff, like Asperger's is personal. Because unfortunately, I think we live in a world where if you tell someone you've got Asperger's or you're mentally disabled, some people would kind of judge you for that, or kind of treat you differently because of that, like they pigeonhole you in a box, and it that's just not for me. You know what I mean? Some people are okay with that, but where they're quite happy to have the vulnerable adult sort of lifestyle and get treated like the they've got a disability. But for me personally, that's not really for me. That I do recognise that I do have barriers, probably more to other people to a level, but I won't say I'm a complete fucking idiot or anything. Like, I won't say I'm the most intelligent person in the world, but I won't say I like to think I'm quite average in intelligence, around average in intelligence, stuff I've mentioned before. But just waffling on really, but that's what these videos are all about. But yeah, ultimately, just personal stuff like other personal things like I've not really ever had a proper job before. I've had smaller unpaid jobs, smaller stuff like that, stuff that you can get judged by. Plenty of other things you can get judged by, like not really being successful in the dating market, that sort of stuff. Even though I think the dating market's is as savage and ruthless as it's ever been, to be honest. The ways I could make a separate video for that, but it'd be a bit like an incel sort of video, I guess, wouldn't it? Like the way some women are, you know what I mean? And yeah, I guess it's like just a way of releasing inner thoughts. It's as real and as raw as it gets. It's me unfiltered, other than I don't show my face, but other than that, I'm pretty much 100% myself on this. And it's like an opportunity where I could be myself without being judged or being branded as this, being branded as that. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know, just at the minute, that's just how I'd rather do it, to be honest. And it's not a serious ambition exactly, it's low production value because I just don't take this sort of stuff seriously. It's just an area where I can just, don't know, just spew things out, like release stuff out of my head and just say things I'm not really usually comfortable talking about, and just do it without really having much of a care, really. Like, I've come across a few channels that have done similar, which has kind of inspired me. Where I do think it's kind of like I thought before making these videos, it's becoming a bit of a market for that my brand of videos where you just talks real shit, the real deal, like, and nowhere you just get things off your chest. Where a lot of people have become quite successful because of that, but I don't think it's happened with me, probably because I don't really show my face and the low production value and everything, and I don't really understand the algorithm and all that, probably. But I think I've accepted it probably won't happen. This YouTube doesn't really work. I don't think it will ever work as a career. It's more of a hobby, and I'll just accept it as that. And I think it's probably for the best that I keep my audience very small, very tight. As I don't think I really have an audience. Might have 2 or 3 people that might watch, and the odd person that might come across. But I just talk about what I feel like, really. Some might offend a lot of people, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Not here to please everyone. Like, I think with my brony video, I offended a lot of them, but I don't think they're exactly the sort of people that can handle criticism, to be honest, like an adult, because it's probably how they are with being a bit, I don't know, autistic and all that, possibly. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Goodbye.